Mexican 1000. Since the 1960s, it's been an event to push both man and equipment to the limit. Covering more than 1,200 miles of unforgiving desert terrain, it takes a very special machine to go the distance. When it comes to two wheels, the tool of choice is a lightweight dirt bike, but this year, one team decided to take the path less traveled.
Goal number one is to show the world that there's some tasteful mods and a reasonably talented pilot. These big bikes can get through this shit.
The bikes will be ridden by two former Baja champions and a stunt rider whose throttle hand goes to 11. The Triumph Tiger 800 XCs of Team Raiden are about to be put to the ultimate test.
This is a classic case of hobby gone out of control and beer causing good ideas.
This is race day, day one of the Mexican 1000. We're here in Ensenada, Mexico, to just go out there and charge on these oversized, giant desert dirt bikes.
You know, this course is designed for a 300-pound rally bike, not a 500-plus-pound street bike with modifications. There'll be some stretches where it won't be a walk in the park.
Biggest thing, our advantage is when we get on some of these big roads, we'll hit 140, no problem at all, to where these other bikes will top out at 100, 105.
Mark has spent countless hours over the last 9 months building and developing the bikes.
Mark he's excitable, if I was to choose one word.
I'm not going to tell you that I'm going to just putt along like a little sissy like Johnny might do.
Ernie does most of his riding in parking lots. He's having a hard time understanding the navigation equipment.
This hand knows what to do. This hand just kind of does this, but this hand's got to be doing all kinds of stuff. So all that stunt riding, clutch handbrake stuff will come in handy. I just want to look down and see like 140, at least 2 or 3 times. That's all I care about. That and the beach. I want to ride on the beach so bad.
The first leg of the race is a 30-mile pavement transit to get to the first special stage. The transits are to be ridden at speed limits, while the special stages can be ridden at unlimited speeds. For safety, the motorcycles start 2 hours ahead of the cars.
You gotta be calibrating your odometer at the same time that you're scrolling up and down through your road book, at the same time that you're checking your coordinates, and at the same time making sure on the GPS that you're not off the beaten path.
Coming, Ernie?
I got so lost.
And luckily there was like a local guy doing the race, but not registered in the race. So he followed me and pointed me and was like telling me the other way.
Hey. I've only met Ernie one other time before yesterday. I've watched a ton of his videos. The big thing is for him, like I said, you have to slow down to go fast. It's real simple. You just can't pin it to win it because you're not going to finish.
Ernie grew up riding dirt bikes in the desert. He has no problem keeping up, until he hits the silt beds near Catavina on the 500-pound Tiger. The helicopter doesn't make the situation any better. Tired and dusty, our two riders finally make it to El Rosario.
Morning, morning.
Nothing like waking up early in the morning and having to take an ice cold shower to wake up.
Saw a guy break his arm right in front of me. Almost hit a dog, but other than that, it was a pretty good day.
You know, you're going along and you get on something that's like somewhat mellow, not too gnarly, and the closing speed's like, you're on top of the guys, and that's just incredible. With all the extra added weight and stuff, you just have to mind your manners in the hoops, and away you go.
I literally hit the suspension stops like 30 times yesterday.
Mark's friend and former teammate Joe Bolton will be riding the White Tiger this morning.
Well, I'm doing that for Mark, and then that way he's not sitting an extra hour and a half.
Today's 362 miles, which is almost double what we did yesterday.
Yeah, I got a suggestion.
If you're a Baja champion who only puts 2 wheels in the dirt, an hour and a half on the highway might seem like an eternity. The stunt rider sees things a little differently. He has the road to himself in a country with hazy traffic laws and a helicopter chase camera.
I'm gonna come out of this bad boy with a 6-pack. Even Mark's gonna be a skinny wee lad after this.
Mark is back on the White Tiger for the first special stage.
Joe, this thing's too loud. It's too loud, it's killing me. Fun time, boys. Just dance through, save the tires.
Dude, I felt so good today, like so good. Was passing all kinds of dirt bikes, like I was making like really good ground. Like I felt wicked today.
Gonna end up a contract lover.
For the next 40 miles, Ernie holds the throttle wide open. He has completely disregarded Mark's advice. You have to slow down to go fast. Ernie is pushing so hard he goes off the course and ends up paying the price.
Yep, she's a low rider. Shock busted off the mount.
Mark continues on, leaving Ernie alone in the desert. Luckily, Ernie's bike is in just the right place. Mag 7's field repair team is only half a mile away. 2 hours later, they come up with a temporary solution. The Yellow Tiger is rideable, but there's only one problem.
I don't have a GPS. Mark took it.
I know. I feel it. Yeah, I can actually freaking know where I'm going.
And I mean, so he stole Ernie's GPS. So even if Ernie was a master mechanic and fixed that, and like created fire and then ore and welded that, he couldn't find his way out of there.
Yeah, he could.
He stole this.
Yeah, he could.
I mean, I could try and follow the road book, but
In less than 30 minutes, the course is going to be full of high-powered desert race trucks. Ernie's choices are clear. He can finally learn to use his road book and make it to the checkpoint. Or he can spend a night in the desert.
my biggest fear is that I get 20 miles down the road and it happens again. Yeah, exactly.
Ernie decides to go for it.
Found Ernie on the tracker at mile 163. Last time we heard, he was going 14 miles an hour.
Look at that record-setting time.
So how does a stunt rider find his way out of the desert with tools he can't understand?
And this would be at like 48, and I'd be at like 17 down here, so I would just be riding with the button pinned, just so it could catch up.
My foot doesn't bend like that. Not right now.
Hit a rocket speed, snagged my whole foot off, tweaked my knee, jammed my toe, and then I think about 10 minutes later, busted the whole rear shock off of the bike just from too much ass kicking. Heavy bike, and when you're trying to do dirt bike things on a sport adventure bike, that shit doesn't work. Today's kind of like a more relaxed leg, so I figure I'd take the day off and come back charging on Tuesday and Wednesday.
Joe will be filling in for Ernie on the Yellow Tiger. Meanwhile, Mark is having trouble with his navigation gear. His attitude is at a 5 and dropping fast.
Joe, I told you to get it ready.
I'm remind myself not to get aggressive, stay alive, finish the race.
Oh, for Christ's sake. You can push me. Anyone? Anyone got some skills?
Come on, Robbie, you can do it.
It doesn't take long before Mark realizes there's something wrong with the GPS he took from Ernie yesterday.
What's it doing? I can't see the friggin' line. You have it pink. What? I don't want to do that. What? I don't want to get all squirrely with that.
They keep pushing on, but Mark's GPS appears to be under some kind of stunt rider voodoo curse. His attitude is dropped to a 3.
Okay, the problem is, Joe, I can't see the thing. It doesn't feel good to have it and ride 40 miles an hour slower. Dude, just stop bitching. It's your GPS.
After 30 years of racing in Baja together, Mark and Joe have developed a friendship not unlike brothers. As Joe hits the deep sand, he realizes his bike is losing power and it's having trouble shifting. Just as Mark starts to open it up, he realizes why he should follow his own advice. A save like that takes a lot of experience.
We rode through all those rocks.
That's why I was bitching at you.
In 4th gear.
5th gear.
5th gear. And Mark's yelling at him because he's going too slow.
So Mark was calling me up, let's go, and I'm like, you don't understand, this is just not going. But I think we'll get that sorted out tonight. We're in by noon, so we have all day to work on the bike. Maybe have a few tacos and a few beers.
What do you think your top speed was?
I did 122 today across the lagoon. It's a really gnarly sandy shit. I was doing like 95.
Just to give you an idea of the size of rocks that are creaming our feet and destroying our ankles. This is new. This is 2 days of riding. This is the pin bolt.
Look at that, baby.
The yellow Tiger is having problems idling, and it was losing power in the sand.
2 days.
Both bikes are having problems shifting gears. Could it be due to Mark and Joe's riding styles?
The Triumph does not like to be shifted down without using the clutch. And that's a hard thing to get used to, especially when you've been riding a motocross type bike for so many years and doing that when you're coming into a corner.
Idles now.
Day 4, boys. On to La Paz. Day 4.
Joe will be on the yellow Tiger this morning and then switch with Ernie in the afternoon. They weren't able to fully repair the bikes last night, but they decided to take their chances. Just after hitting the dirt, Joe's bike starts losing power again, and Mark's bike has become stuck in 6th gear.
The clutch is all the way out. Do not have any clutch in the yellow Tiger. We're going to nurse it back to the highway, look at it for a little bit, and then make a decision on what we're going to do. Going all the way back to hard stuff. Is yours working? No, I'm stuck in 6.
A situation like this is nothing new to our Baja veterans, but back in the chase truck, Ernie is starting to get worried.
NORRA Weatherman, this is Ernie Vigil with bike number 121. We are trying to get a location on the 2 Triumph Tigers. Shock mount broke? Could have broke. Marks could have broke? You never know, dude. A flat tire?
Well, why are we pushing it? So we can get it back to the road, turn around, and go that way if we can get them going. All right. We get the back to the highway.
What if you smoke the clutch? You smoke the clutch out there, you're not getting out. If you're just slipping because you can't go anywhere, you go 5 miles an hour, you can't make it up the hill with a slipping clutch.
If we can get them working, great. If we can't, we're gonna have to figure a way to get them to La Paz, put a clutch in them, try to get them going for the next day so we can get to the finish. These things are not gonna cross the line in a trailer.
Just adjusted the clutch, and there might be some good news there.
So in other words, the clutch was basically on, pulled in most of the time.
Ernie knows he may not get the chance to race today, but he has other plans.
Well, it looks like we're making a video today. Let's go to the beach, dude.
Hours later, Ernie finds Mark and Joe at a gas station.
It was just one of those days.
Sometimes you get a battery and a...
Mark and Joe want to spend the afternoon repairing the bikes, but Ernie convinces them they should make a quick stop at the beach to get some more footage.
We're gonna go to Punta Cana. We gotta do some more filming.
I just want some carne asada.
And chimichangas.
It looks like Ernie's going to get his chance to ride today.
Ernie, come on, we want the bike to last.
And the Baja veteran is about to learn why you should never listen to a stunt rider. They make it all the way to Punta Cana before Mark's clutch finally gives up. His bike has been stuck in 6th gear for the last 150 miles of off-road abuse. But Ernie's not about to miss his chance to ride on the beach. And then it happens. Ernie's detour to the beach manages to put both bikes out of commission.
We had to make a video today. I know. More like, let's break 2 bikes today. Yeah, let's break both.
The team should have been at La Paz by noon. They don't arrive until after midnight. Morale is low. They decide to call it a day.
Okay, we need clutch to put in. Let's go.
I'll go get the power tools.
That's what a clutch plate's supposed to look like. Don't need no stinking shifter.
You are a god among men.
Bitch. Put a new clutch in. Still only have 6th gear, but we're gonna get there. It's gonna be fun. Now we gotta get the yellow one going. I wish I could do a minuscule of what he can do on a motorcycle. It's unbelievable. But for this type of event,
We would have had a little break yesterday at the beach and then run up and down 40 times, but with him smoking that thing, that bike would have still been going here.
Shit, we're gonna fix it. This thing will do a burnout, or will it? We gotta give the people what they want.
After disassembling nearly half the engine, the problem is determined to be a loose countershaft sprocket nut, a fix that normally takes 30 seconds. They're off to a late start, but they're on their way to San Jose del Cabo. Mark's goal is to make it to the finish line. Being stuck in 6th gear means he'll have to take it easy. Ernie, on the other hand, decides to take full advantage of his last day on the Tiger. Ernie backs off the throttle as they approach San Jose so he and Mark can finish the race together. Mark gets to see both bikes cross the finish line, and Ernie gets to give the people what they want.
It was a good time. Ernie's a great teammate. Joe and Johnny and everybody's been great. From day one, I said we'd get the triumphs to the finish, and we did. That was our whole objective.
Damn it, we made it. So here we are now. We're gonna enjoy all that is the moto life here in Cabo.
It was a journey to get here. A lot of hard work, a lot of effort. I'm gonna thank anybody, Triumph Motorcycles, Icon. Big thanks to this guy, Joe Bolton.
Getting these two big triumphs to the finish, that's a big accomplishment. Those are great bikes, not really designed exactly for this, but they're so incredible, they did it.
This isn't the end of the story for the bikes. In 2 months, they will be competing in the Alcan 5000, a 5,000-mile off-road journey from the Pacific Northwest to the Arctic Circle. Stay tuned for the next adventure.